Okay, all right. Kai Havertz in the bag. The hell is he gonna play? Oh my! What's goody, everybody? It's full time trip, and we are back in this thing we call YouTubes and all that stuff. After a lengthy break, we are finally here. We're finally back. You know what I'm saying? For the summer stint, all this summer transfer business, all the movements. And of course, we got to talk about what just transpired earlier today, or like 24 to 48 hours before it even happened, because maybe somebody was drunk and pressed a button at a wedding or whatever. I don't know what it is, but Kai Havertz is now a Gunner. He has joined the Arsenal. He is now officially a player, number 29. Make sure I hit that like, subscribe, comment button, all that stuff. Share it around. Let's talk about it. How you feeling about Kai Havertz? But I'll break it down like this. Me, I've been persuaded. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be real. If y'all been catching up with me on Twitter, like just seeing the line of conversation on Twitter, at Full Time Trip over there. At first I was very against this. I'm gonna be real. I was very much like, yo, let's not. This is not the target that we want. I was already like kind of iffy about the Mason Mount links that was happening. You know what I'm saying? The Mason Mount stuff was going on. I was like, yeah, I'm okay. Let's not do that. You know, this one I was like, oh, based on his Chelsea stint, I don't know how I'm feeling about this. Honestly, it was very I was very wary. I was very concerned. And at one point it looked like the only midfield signing that was gonna transpire during our summer window. So it was a very interesting first couple of days when those links started to solidify. But I I'm coming around to the thought of Kai Havertz being in our team. I am getting a lot more positive indications over what people have been saying and conversing back and forth with on Twitter. Just looking more at the situation, seeing at least some footage and more information on how he played at Leverkusen, outside of Chelsea. Again, I don't want to fully discredit his time at Chelsea, because of course they did win a Champions League at a stage. You know what I'm saying? They did win things with him in there, but again, we can all agree, he did not have his best showing, and that wasn't Kai Havertz that what I'm saying, they got picked up and brought to the Premier League when he was there. You know what I mean? So there's pros and cons to this, of course, but I think, in my opinion, and from what we've seen today with Mikel Arteta's comments on this as well, that I think this is going to be someone that operates in that, again, in more so that Xhaka space, but with more, I guess, propensity to be in forward positions. So just thinking about it, my first concerns were going to be, how is he going to, again, support defensive efforts? How is he going to be in, again, whatever you want to call it, rest defense, the alternative shape, the out of possession structure, whatever you want to phone it in as? How is he going to support that? Again, there were some metrics that said he was, again, one of the most duels in the Chelsea team, which is kind of crazy considering how many other midfielders they got. Kai Havertz is winning those duels, which is wild. But the the numbers is there. I just need to see the eye. I just need my eyes to lock in on what we talking about, and if he can actually get stuck in from a defensive sense. Because one of the worries I have, and again, is something that I hope is continued to be addressed in this window and going into the next season, is the defensive bite. The more the physicality, the more of the actual running power, ability to just really get stuck in from a defensive sense. I feel like when you get past when you look at the outlay of the midfield, again, from last season, again, Partey not really there all the time, so you can't speak on him definitively. Jorginho, Xhaka, and Odegaard, not the most defensive bite you'd see in a midfield. You know what I'm saying? That you would personally want. For me, I would love to have a bit more bite in that. And again, we can talk about other potential signings and people who are yet to come in. Fingers crossed, cooking up something with some chicken. I don't want to say the other half of it, but that's another video for another time. But I would like to see how he fits in that out of possession format. How does it look? How does he contribute? That's one of my question marks. But outside of that, I think there's a lot of upside that at first I was not hearing it one bit. But but I think there's a lot of upside to what he side. Again, just being in confidence in a team that can play possession football very well instead of how Chelsea have played football, I think is going to be an automatic plus for him. I think he's going to have a really good time in possession and how we play and adjusting to our style. And in situations where Xhaka was, again, the advancing midfielder, he got into a lot of great scoring positions over last season, but he could not convert as well as I thought he was. Again, he had a really good output. He had like 7+ goals, 7+ assists, or something like that. I can't remember the exact numbers off the top of my head, but Xhaka had good numbers. But there were still a good amount of chances on top of that where he could have put away. Maybe if he were a bit more mobile, maybe if he were quicker, and give those chances to somebody like an in confidence Kai Havertz, that could be a different story. That could be a 10 goal, 10 assist type of season if Kai Havertz, who's in confidence and in form, is in that position. So looking at the clinical side of the game, there's again a few things where I feel like we need to improve in. Again, the defensive bite, more the physicality and actual P at the midfield. If you know what I'm saying, let's call a spade a spade. We need more P in the midfield. I want people to be able to get run down. I want transition to be shut down entirely. We've done well as a unit to do that, but I feel like we need more individual personnel who can boost that up to a certain, extent. Does Kai solve that? I don't know exactly. But in certain clinical moments and in certain movements when we're doing really great things in transition offensively, we're moving the ball up and we're getting in certain positions, we need people who can be clinical in certain areas. And now I think Kai has that potential to be clinical in certain areas, right? Right in front of the D, coming making late runs. I think he can excel in those areas. And then, of course, linking up with other people on the left-hand side, right-hand side, and doing what he does, floating around depending on how the structure is. I think he can actually do a really good job. I think he can create some type of, redemption arc, so to speak, on his quality, on his name here at Arsenal. And I'm happy. I'm optimistic. I'm optimistic. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna not be quick to slander him. I've slandered this man in the past for Chelsea, and I'm sorry that's his name of the game. You know what I'm saying? He was just on the other side of the tracks, man. That's my fault. You know what I'm saying? But you're here now. Jorginho will tell you enough. You know what I'm saying? If you come in, you do a job, we're gonna love you. And I'm not gonna lie. If he turns out to be a crazy buy for us, and he just ends up banging in goals and looking like a way better version of himself than he was at Chelsea, the slander is gonna be just magnifique. Oh, I personally can't wait. But all in all, I think Havertz, I think he'll be a good signing for us, honestly, just with the potential he has. And in a side that's already played really good, free-flowing, very interconnected football, I think he's coming into a system where he has a lot more freedom, and again, the propensity to be forward and be comfortable in certain positions rather than things be a little bit more disjointed than it was at Chelsea. So, with that being said, welcome Kai Havertz, man. Let's get it in, man. Let's get it in. We need some more, you know what I'm saying? We need some more little something, man. And hopefully he's one of the players that will bring it. Can't wait to see what he does, get early in preseason and just get started, man. Let's get it rolling. We got a big season ahead of us, a lot of stuff to do, but let me know in the comment section below, what do you think of Kai Havertz? You know what I'm saying? Good, bad, indifferent, ugly. Let me know. Just let me know, dang it. So honestly, just let me know how you feel about Kai Havertz, the season so far, I guess the preseason, the transfer summer window so far, how we feel about, some of the things that we're building up towards, your feelings, and I guess optimism, pessimism about where we're at and how we're building on what we did last season. So yeah, I want to hear from you, man. And with that being said, don't trip. We'll catch you in the next one. We got plenty more videos coming. We will see you soon. COYG, baby. COYG.